Happy Wednesday morning to you, Crosspoint. Hope that you are well, resting in Jesus, and wherever you're at home, driving, sitting at your desk, I trust that you are trusting in Jesus and calling on Him intentionally today. So I'm in the sanctuary, little ESL presence there. But anyway, I want to talk about something today that I know a lot of you guys have been thinking about, Afghanistan. And last week we devoted an evening to pray for the believers in Afghanistan. And it's been top of mind, I think, for everyone at a political level, but then also at a church level, because we know that our brothers and sisters in Afghanistan are kind of going through it. And if you're like me, you've been wondering, can I do something? I mean, that's one of the reasons we were praying last week. But then beyond that, is there something we could do? Is there some way we could help? And the answer to that might be yes. And so, as you well know, Pastor Bruce, actually his technical title is Pastor at International Ministries. And so I actually want to talk with him a little bit about that. And looks like we've got some couches and, oh, he's fast asleep. He's working hard. Bruce, wake up, wake up.
I was in New York City all weekend doing a workshop.
Doing a workshop in New York City. So as you can see, check out these couches. These are, I'm going to get up for a second. These came in Monday, Italian leather, but
Very nice.
yeah, we've been taking naps out here, Bruce, isn't that right? It's been great.
No.
We've been breaking them in. So anyway, Bruce, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you all saw the news, you saw the pictures. It seems like from what we're able to determine, the United States is going to take in about 75,000 Afghans because these are the ones that were helping America, helping with translation. They're actually not going to be called refugees. So you're going to hear something called humanitarian parolees, which is a crazy name. They didn't go to jail, they didn't break out of jail, but that's what the title is for somebody that has, in an emergency situation, brought into the United States, and they're working on the processing to get refugee status. Those that will be settled have all gone through the vetting process, and that's not to have to worry about anything related to the ones that are settled. So how all that works out is the United States has 9 resettlement agencies, organizations like World Relief, which is the only strong Christian organization. Many are faith-based, and but they get paid based on the number of refugees that are coming into the United States. Typically, the United States has been about 70,000 refugees per year. Under the last administration, that dropped in 19 to 30,000, then in 2020 to 11,000. And the problem is, because that number dropped so much, many of the organizations went out of business. World Relief just started here in Akron 4 years ago, and it's out of business now. There's nothing they can do, but we're going to try to work with International Institute and also with Asian Services in Action, see how we can help out in those realms. Because now we're looking at 75,000 in the next 5 months. And that is going to put a hurting on every resettlement agency in the country. That's, in fact, in Akron, they're looking at 185 individuals from Afghanistan. And that's a lot of apartments that need to be furnished, need to be found.
Okay, hang on just a second. Do we know if these are some of them in the same family, or?
Yes, that probably means 185, probably 40, 50 families.
Okay, gotcha.
Depending on how large the families are. But we're getting in touch with and trying to find out how we as a church can help. I know some of the things that would be valuable is when a refugee family settles into America, the government pays for their rent for at least a month or 2, and that's all. They give them money for food, but there's nothing in the apartment. And that's what the settlement agencies do, is they furnish apartments. Again, they're going to be really hurting trying to get their volunteer basis back up. So that's one thing I know. I'll let you know as we find out more about would be furniture. Often they do a thing called a welcome package with toiletries, cleaning supplies, bed linens, curtains, because they're going to be totally without anything. They're coming with the shirts on their backs.
So just quick question
yeah.
is, that would be something a family could sponsor, right?
Exactly.
Like a care package. That would be
Exactly.
something within- okay.
We could sponsor a particular family, and who knows how God could use that to have a connection there with them and see Christ move in the hearts of a family that is so excited and thankful to be here. So we're going to be keeping you apprised on any information we find out. One of the other things that I've talked to International Institute about is the ESL side of things, because they have probably shut down a lot of their ESL classes because of not many refugees here. So we'll see what that might be a possibility for us to help out in several ways.
Do we know if any Afghan, the term is humanitarian parolees?
Yes.
Are any of them literally in the city right now?
I don't know that.
You don't know that?
I know
okay.
that.
All right, okay. All right. So you're just going to be keeping your pulse,
We are
keeping your finger on the pulse there?
Exactly.
Okay,
And
awesome.
we'll see how we
Okay.
as a church can
Yeah.
help out, or
Yeah.
individual families.
Perfect, okay. All right,
Great.
awesome. Thank you, Bruce. You go back to your nap. We're good. Yeah. I've been thinking about this a lot. A few of you have emailed me saying, hey, here's a link to this website about what's going on. And I know, just like you, we want our faith and our works to sync so that what we say and what we do are aligned and there's integrity in the expressions of our faith. So this one is of special interest to me, namely the crisis in Afghanistan, and can we as a church help? And some churches are more gifted to, maybe because of size or whatnot, there might be more resources, but I know I'm speaking for you when I say that we want to know what our options are, and if there's something we can do. If that's within the range of the grace that's been given to us, we want to help out. So we'll just keep tracking that issue. So that's about all I have for today. I've been waiting on that one. I'd like to, as soon as possible, get more answers, but that's where we're at right now. So let me go ahead and bless you and see you off, and be praying about how you or your family might want to get involved here. And again, part of Bruce's work is going to be to give us options and help us with that. So here we go. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. Goodbye. We'll see you soon.